is going on YouTube land? I am Chris Catalunya. Before we get into this video, go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And we are hitting it really close to that 10,000 subscriber mark here on this YouTube channel. Thank you if you're subscribed already. If you're not, you definitely will want to, because once we hit 10K, I'm gonna give away a Supreme floral skateboard deck and a Supreme Super Soaker shirt. So definitely subscribe to the channel. Alright, so right now we are in Austin, Texas. I actually left San Antonio maybe a couple hours ago just because I found out the shop Nice Kicks Instagram, they had posted these Yeezy 700 V3s, and it's pretty limited. I heard the store here is only getting 20 pairs, and I heard the kids site they loaded like 200 pairs, and it's gonna be a pretty limited shoe. And I think the retail price is $200 on this, which is pretty reasonable for a Yeezy shoe. But yeah, we're here and it's 10 o'clock at night. Actually, it's already 11:30 at night. The store opens at 8 a.m. There's about 15 chairs posted already, but we'll see if we can get a pair. Hopefully we can. We just hit at Nice Kicks in Austin, Texas. Long and I, we hit on both an 8 and an 8.5, so we did pretty well. And right now, looking at the resale market, they're going for about $450 to about $500, just depending on the size that you need. And they retail at a price point of $200 USD, add your taxes and your VAT, just based on where you reside. Right now, we're actually heading back from Austin to San Antonio, Texas, to celebrate the remainder of the holiday. Alright, so it's been about 2 weeks since the Yeezy 700, the version 3, the AZAELs have released. Now, a lot of you might not be familiar with the nomenclature of this shoe, AZAEL, but it actually means in Hebrew and in Spanish, it translates to made of God. Now, the naming is definitely not a coincidence to Kanye West's most recent album release of Jesus is King. Definitely, they are paired together. And on a side note, Jesus is King, sonically good, lyrically terrible. Now, the Yeezy 700 V3, this actually retailed at a price point of $200 USD, at your taxes and your VAT, just based on where you reside. It's funny because the shoe was originally scheduled to release at a price point of $175 USD, and then like news articles, like different shoe blogs and whatnot began picking up that price point and pretty much praising that $175 price point. And I feel like Adidas was taking advantage of it just to get people in the public knowing about the shoe. Definitely a publicity stunt, and then they jacked up the prices back to that $200 price range. Looking at the resale market about 2 weeks later, looking at GOAT, looking at StockX, the Yeezy 700 V3, the AZAEL, is going anywhere between $450 and $550, again, just depending on the size that you need. My first impression, when we saw the leaked designs of the shoe a couple months ago, I was very intrigued of the shoe. The design looked pretty good. But I already had convinced myself that because this was a product of Kanye West, I just don't want to be associated with the dude, and that I would not make this a personal cop. Most of you know that I've already sold all my Yeezys. This shoe, I just love the structure of the upper. I love that it maintained that bulkiness while still being a lightweight shoe. And I just like how it's a more wearable shoe than the V1 or the V2 700s. Again, all that was before I actually had the shoes in hand, but now that I have the shoes in hand, these shoes look super immaculate. And honestly, I think they're the best Adidas Yeezy shoe to have released. I really am reconsidering keeping this Yeezy shoe. Getting into the specifics of the shoe, the upper is comprised of several different textiles, with the lateral and the medial being pretty much of the same identical design. Looking at the upper, we have some white knit material going on, displaying different patterns, even paying homage to the V2 model with these stripes going across. On top of that white knit upper is that rubberized TPU done up in a bone color, and I kind of like it. It kind of reminds me of like a T-Rex skull or Cubone's mother's skull. Pokemon reference. This rubberized TPU gives structure to the shoe and not solely being dependent on that white knit upper, which fits very sock-like. Another selling point of this bone structure is the fact that it glows in the dark. Yes, and it looks pretty dope. Let's check it out. Alexa, lights off. So this is what the shoe looks like under UV light. Now, if I flip the side, this is just regular light. It's glowing, the camera can't pick it up, but it's not glowing as well as if it were under UV light. Now, while I do enjoy this glowing aspect of the shoe, in reality, no one's ever gonna see your shoes glow unless you're at a glow party or some type of rave where you're under UV lights. Even if you're walking in the store and then you happen to walk outside at nighttime, these aren't gonna glow as much as you want them to. It's just a gimmick. At the top of the tongue, staying true to the 700 model, we have this particular panel cut out right here. Now, on those previous V1 and V2 models, this was done in like a felt or a suede material, versus this shoe, it's done in what I think is like a rubberized plastic. What this panel and the bone structure around the shoe do is protect the knit uppers from fraying. This shoe was built on a sock-light slip-on frame, therefore it's not employing your traditional tongue that we see here, but it still employs a lacing system. The external sock liner is done up in a black neoprene and mesh material, enabling the shoe to be breathable. The laces are of a black color, a round shape, and a nylon build, and the lace loops are actually tucked in securely on the inside of the shoe, versus having the eyelets on the outside of the shoe. Towards the toe of the sock liner, there is some silver hints peeking through. This is done in the 3M reflective material. Moving on to the insole, we have this black fabric that is laid on top of an ortholite insole. Now, you'll see these different colors right here. This is the different densities or the firmness of the insole, where your green is going to be the least firm, yellow a medium firm, and then the red your most firm. And on the heel of the shoe, it says Ortholite, Yeezy, and Adidas branding in black. Now, what makes the Yeezy 700, the V3 model, different from the V1 and the V2 is this midsole and how it lacks that Adidas Boost cushioning that we are all familiar with and all love. We all know it to be the most comfortable midsole technology on the market. Definitely the lack of boost in this shoe plays into that price point of $200 USD. I mean, if you're not going to get boost in this shoe, why charge $300 for it? So if there's no boost in here, then what's in this shoe? In all honesty, I think it's just your standard EVA foam that you find in every other sneaker. I mean, taking a look at the shoe, there is no notation of midsole technology. There's no added preen plus, or any other EVA technology that Adidas offers. Moving on to the outsole of the shoe, much like its predecessors, we have these traction pads going on. It's done up in a blue color and it attains a zigzag pattern. And also, we have those windows going on to which you see the midsole. Now, in previous models, you would see boost. In this case, you see little blue dots. Sizing, normally I'm rocking a size 8.5 or a 9 US, 8.5 being my truest size, and this is concerning the 350s and the 700s. But when we refer to the AZAELs, the 700 V3s, these fit a little tight, and I suggest going up a half a size. These are an 8.5. I think I would be better off with a size 9. In terms of comfort, these are a comfortable shoe. It just fits like your regular Adidas shoe. I mean, it doesn't have that boost technology, so therefore you don't get that cushioning like you would in a 350 or a previous 700 model. But to me, cushioning isn't everything because I have tweak feet. My feet are just all jacked up. I need a lot more support. So I actually like that the shoe or the midsole of the shoe is a bit more firm than those 350s or 700s. Again, no boost, just regular EVA foam. Overall, and yes, I know this is a bold and outlandish statement, I think this is the best Adidas Yeezy shoe to have released to date. Again, while the shoe did not release at its original price point of $175 USD, I still think $200 USD is a respectable one. I mean, yes, it is lacking that boost material, but that would have brought the shoe up $100 more. I think $200 is great. And you still get the Yeezy name on it if you really care about that. I really love that Adidas and Yeezy took a risk on this shoe, employing that futuristic-like design, having it glow, and having it look like a skull or alien while still paying homage to the V1 and the V2 model, attaining that bulkiness, yet still maintaining that sneaker frame. Call me crazy, I really do think that this is the best Adidas Yeezy release yet. Alright guys, I think this is a good stopping point for this video. What do you think about the Adidas Yeezy 700 V3 model, the AZAELs? Is this a good pickup, a bad pickup? What do you think in the line of the V1, V2, V3? Is this the best model to you? Let me know down in the comments below. Go ahead and check out my Instagram, Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And again, we are hitting it really close to that 10,000 subscriber mark here on this YouTube channel. Thank you for your support if you're subscribed already. If you're not, you definitely will want to, because once we hit 10K, I'm gonna give away a Supreme Super Soaker and a Supreme Floral Skateboard Deck. So definitely subscribe to the channel. Alright guys, I'm Catalunya, and we will check you next time. Cheers! Sige na!